Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Varsity Roundtable, a weekly look at high school sports in the Fox Valley area, and the only live online high school sports talk show in the state. I'm Ricardo Arguello, part of the USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream team. We are here in 2022, in amazing high definition. We're at the mothership, the Post Crescent, up on the 10th floor, 222 building downtown. We're back and ready to roll still continuing into the winter season, but our focus this week is on high school girls basketball. We are proud to have a pair of players from the #1 ranked team in the state, according to WisSports.net. From the Appleton East girls basketball team, we have closest to my left, we have Emily LaChapelle. Emily, say hi to everyone. There we go. Directly to her left, we have Lily Hansford. Lily, there we go. Two girls are on hand here to talk about the great season that they've been having, what their expectations are for the rest of the season, and a certain game coming up this Friday against a well-known opponent. But before I go any further, I want to let everyone know that we are an interactive show. So we invite your comments and questions. We got Brett Christopherson over there behind the Dell computer. He'll be getting those comments and questions over to us right away. We got Jim Rosandick punching buttons. I'm not sure what he does, but he keeps the show flowing. He's one of the producers here for us here at USA Today Network. But like I do before every show, if you're going to ask a question, first off, give a name. And make it a suitable name. No, don't be tricking Brett. He's been tricked in the past. He's an old guy. He gets kind of tripped up, I guess you could say, every now and then. But more importantly, guys, don't be asking for numbers, anything like that. This is just girls basketball we're talking about, and that's it. Well, again, like I say before every show, we had that happen initially. Girls were asking guys, we can't have that. Sorry, we can't do that. So let's just keep it on basketball, and we'll be fine. But before we start with my questions, let's get to know both Emily and Lily here as we start. I'm going to start here with Emily. Emily, why don't you let everyone know the position or positions that you play and how you got into playing basketball. Rosie, which one is she looking at right here? Is she looking at that middle one here?
Emily, that one.
Okay. There you
Straight
go.
ahead.
Yep.
All right, I'm Emily, and I play point guard and shooting guard.
Okay, how'd you get into playing basketball? I think we know wow, but go ahead.
I got into playing basketball when I was in preschool and kindergarten, and I started playing YMCA basketball.
Okay, all right, here we go. Lily, your turn. Let everyone know the position or positions that you play and how you got into playing basketball. Go ahead.
I'm Lily, and my positions are like shooting guard and like a forward kind of. And then I got into basketball when at a very young age, kind of similar to M's, just like 4K preschool.
Okay, all right, great stuff. Again, both Emily LaChapelle, Lily Hansford here from Appleton East. If you have any questions, log into the live chat. They can't wait to see those questions, but keep it basketball based, and we should be okay. Hey, listen, I got a lot of questions for you ladies. I guess the first thing I did, and you girls are on right now. The last team we had on was Hortonville. Very nice and convenient there. At that time, I believe they were the #1 ranked team. Now you're back to being the #1 ranked team, according to WisSports.net. Do you pay attention to that stuff, though? Is that just something that you hear your fans and your maybe other teammates, or maybe not even teammates, but in the school maybe? Or do you actually even pay attention to that? We'll start here with Emily and go to Lily on that.
In my opinion, I feel like more of the community and fans pay attention to it more than our team, because we're mainly just focused on us and what we need to get better at and kind of our side of the story.
Okay, all right. And for Lily?
I would agree with that. I would say that we don't, like as a team, we don't really pay attention to the rankings. We just get the job done and go to work every day. So.
But does it feel good being #1 ranked, though? Come on, be honest, Lily.
It's all right.
All right. Emily?
Yeah, can't complain.
There you go. All right, again, here with Emily LaChapelle. Lily Hansford, I should say Appleton East girls basketball team, top ranked. They got a big game coming up this Friday. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Again, if you have any questions, just log into that live chat. Brett will let me know when we have some. I'm going to do one more, then we'll go to you. Let's rewind it a bit. We always got to talk about the year previous when we have you on. 2019, 2020, 2021. What happened there? I know you ladies lost in the regional final, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, to Kimberly. A tough loss because you guys had a great team. Kimberly was one step from making it to state too, so you very well could have been in position to do that. We'll start here with Lily. What was that like, kind of losing that kind of tough regional final?
It was definitely a tough loss. Kimberly was a really great team. You know, I guess it was just mostly like a lesson learning kind of thing.
Okay.
So for this year specifically, just knowing what we have to do to make sure that doesn't happen again, I guess.
Yeah, and let's be honest, there was a lot of great teams in your sectional and in your regional. Emily, was that still though? I mean, 1 point that's gotta claw at you a little bit, right?
Right. I feel like what I gained most out of that game was just seeing our potential. We were down by quite a deficit kind of going into the second half, and just seeing our team really come together through adversity was really special, and I feel like you can't really capture that in any other moment than that game. So that was my biggest takeaway, and kind of what Lily said. Just kind of taking it as a learning opportunity. Obviously, nobody likes to lose, especially in that big of a game, but you just kind of have to take it as a positive. You never lose, you only learn. So.
Okay. Great stuff. Again, Brett, you have something from online, Cyberworld. What do you got?
Well, thankfully, I got 2 questions where they didn't use any names, so I think
good.
I'm in the clear at least for the beginning of the show. But they're going to put the girls on the spot.
Whoa.
FEA fan wants to know, what are the keys to beating Hortonville on Friday night?
By the way, that is their upcoming game. Number 1 versus number 2.
Careful
Hortonville.
answering that question.
Yes, be careful answering that question. I also want to promo us a little bit. We're actually live streaming that game. More on that in a little bit. But we'll talk to Emily and then Lily. Give me some keys when you're going up against Hortonville, a very, very familiar foe.
Yeah, I am going to be a little careful answering this question, but honestly, just fine-tuning a couple things just in the first half of this season that we need to get better at. Then honestly, just kind of the mental side of it, just being mentally prepared for a lot of adversity, a lot of runs, because obviously Hortonville is a very good opponent. We've kind of been flip-flopping them for first in the state. So, yeah, it'll be fun and just kind of enjoying the atmosphere that we'll be in.
Lily, does it feel give me some keys too, but does it feel a different feel when you're going against a team like that?
Yeah, it's going to be a super competitive game, which I love. I love the competitiveness of basketball. And then Hortonville, I feel like we're just going to have to be super dialed in, super ready to execute. And I agree with Em, like that game's going to be a game of runs. So it's just how we respond to those runs and they keep going, I guess.
All right. You had another one you said, Brett.
Yeah, this one is for Emily from Go Patriots. Who wins in a game of one-on-one, you or your brother Joey?
Of course, for those who don't know, Joey Lachapelle, prominent player on the Appleton East boys basketball team. They're number 2 ranked? Number 2 ranked, yeah.
I don't know. I would say when we were younger, I'd have a little easier time beating him, but I'd say currently he'd probably get me. But not in living room basketball, Joey. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have you on that.
Brett, did you say you had something else?
That's it for now.
Okay. Great stuff. Again, here with Emily Lachapelle, Lily Hansford, Appleton East girls basketball top-ranked team in the state. Both of you are longtime starters. Now Emily, 4-year starter, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And you've been 3 years or 2+ years? It's been 3? Okay. 4 years. Okay. So give me I always like asking this question for those who have started since their freshman year. Let's start with Lily. Biggest difference. Rewind it. Lily freshman year to now Lily senior year. What's progressed there for you?
I feel like my leadership role has really progressed. Just being more like vocal, helping out and kind of like knowing how I was like as a freshman, like the kind of like do's and don'ts, and I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of stuff like that.
Okay. How about for you, Emily?
I would say kind of highlighting on leadership. I was lucky enough to have a group of seniors that allowed me to kind of flourish in my role as a leader when I was a freshman. So I kind of contribute a huge part of my role to them.
Okay.
But then being a senior, I try to do the same things that those seniors did for me when I was a freshman. And a lot of that is about culture and just kind of the way our program is run. But I'd say that's the biggest difference, but then also just kind of a confidence thing, and then like experience comes along with it. So you've been in a lot of situations before and you know how to handle yourself.
All right, great stuff. Again, here with Emily Lachapelle, Lily Hansford, Appleton East girls basketball, top-ranked team in the state. Brett, you have something from online?
Yeah, I do. Go Patriots is back. I think kind of piggybacking off of what was said a little bit earlier about the boys team. But what's the energy like in school right now with you and the boys team playing so well and highly ranked? And is there a friendly rivalry with the guys to see who is the best team at Appleton East?
That is a great question. East has got to be a buzz with love for the hoops season, with both your teams doing so well and state title contenders. We'll start here with Emily and go to Lily on that. What's that like? It's got to be fun this winter season right now at Appleton East.
Yeah, it is super cool, and it's kind of awesome to see everyone coming together, and even like teachers and surrounding parents are all kind of rallying around our teams, and it's just a really fun environment to be around during this time, kind of mid-season when things are picking up.
Okay, Lily.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I feel like it's just like a super great atmosphere to be in. Just everyone is, super happy and like super prepared and stuff like that. So.
Okay. All right. Great question from online. Brett, did you have another one? Okay. Back to my side. No, the FVA just looks to be wild, both on the boys' side and the girls' side. I mean, these are just off the top teams just looking at this right now, but I'm not including Nina on this, though they should be on here. Kimberly, Hortonville, Kaukauna, like I said, Nina, then Appleton East is there. But let's talk about the conference. I'm a big homer when it comes to conference, the FVA. Every time I'm talking to other sports reporters, I'm like, the FVA's the bomb, blah, 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 whatever, Greater Metro. I don't want to hear anything about you or whatever, stuff like that. Why is the FVA so good? Let me rephrase it that way, okay? We'll start with Lily and go to Emily on that. Why is the FVA so good?
I feel like the FVA is really talented because of the coaches that are in it.
Okay.
I feel like coaches really scout each team really well. They put together different schemes against each team. So I really feel like that kind of separates our conference a little bit. And then I also feel like the athleticism that each team has also separates.
Good stuff. Thank you, Lily. How about for you, Emily?
I don't
Anything
know.
to
I
add?
feel like I kind of piggyback off that. Like the coaches, great coaching minds, and they have the players to execute their kind of vision for what they want to do against each team. So it's just kind of all the more reason that you have to be ready for each team all across the board.
Okay, good stuff. Brett, let me know if you have something from online. Let's talk a little bit more about the Hortonville game. How do you approach? Let's be that's a big game. I know you guys play them twice this season, but and I know maybe coaches like, hey, every game is the same, right? All that stuff. But this game's a big game. We had the Hortonville girls on here. They were talking about that on and off camera, how big that's a game for them as well. Do you circle this one maybe a little bit, Emily?
I feel like everyone maybe is, but again, I'm going to go back to the mental side of it. Just kind of keeping your same routine and then keeping your head straight, knowing what to expect and just preparing yourself for that.
Okay, Lily, I'm not trying to give you a gotcha question. I'm just asking you. The game is a little bigger, or is that just me saying that, or is it other people saying that? Is it tough to kind of, keep focused when it's such a big game like that, do you think?
I feel like when the game is bigger, that's when you have to focus even more.
Okay.
So as a team, just to stay extra dialed in during practice and right before the game is going to be huge.
Okay. Is it more fun when it's girls, too? I mean, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the girls. Yeah. Maybe you guys both are. So does that add a certain element to it because you're friends with some of their prominent players?
Yeah, that is. It's actually really fun just to play them because, we played AAU together, but that just adds like another level of competitiveness to it, which, us and the whole team likes. But then another part of it is just to keep having fun. Like we all are playing a game we love, and you can't put too much pressure on yourself to be perfect because nobody is. But it'll be a fun night.
Yeah, and Lily, same thing. I mean, does that make it a little bit more interesting? Would you rather have it a game that the players that you're going against, or just random girls that you don't really care too much about?
Well, I think it's fun either way, but to play people that I think adds like a little bit more fun just because you know them and kind of like what their game is, and you get to be able to like scheme a little bit more, I guess.
Great answer. Okay, Brett, you have something from online. What do you got?
Yeah, a familiar name is chiming in tonight. Jim Viato, right? Coach V.
Okay.
I've known him forever. Do you guys have a special basketball memory or a proudest moment to this point in your careers?
Good stuff. Now, I'm not sure if they're just particularly saying Appleton East. Maybe could we expand that? What do you think?
I'm
Let's
just
expand
asking the
it.
question.
Doesn't necessarily have to be just
here.
Appleton East, but anything in your AAU game or anything like that. We'll start with Lily over here. Any kind of one of those special moments stick out for you?
I would say one moment would have been the Freedom game, my first game with Appleton East. I don't know, that was by far. I just like the energy in the gym, the student sections. I don't know, it was just all super cool.
Yeah, good stuff. Freedom, traditional power in the lower division. How about for you, Emily?
I just would kind of reflecting on like high school at Appleton East in general, just kind of the like rally around girls basketball and how much support there is, like kind of compared to the past. So I just feel like that whole experience, it just like it sticks out to me.
All right, great question from online, Brett. Do we have something or okay? Well, girls, I'm gonna have to take a timeout. We gotta pay some bills here. Got to read some promos, and I want to start off with our clothing apparel sponsor, right, Brett? We got Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear, this little shirt that I'm wearing today, and I don't think Brett has it on. Way to go, buddy. But we'll talk about Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. Get your team, club, or business name out there with Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. They customize products specifically to fit their customers' needs. Now, they're family-owned for 20 years. They have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Delivery service is available. Contact them today at 920-731-0922. And get your pen out, Cooney's, Cooneys, 0922 at sbcglobal.net. And, we're having this live stream, and we do the game live streams, and we do the Packer live stream. We do a lot of stuff here, USA Today Network Wisconsin at the Post Crescent. But we've also got a great deal on a digital subscription to the Post Crescent. All our USA Today Network Wisconsin sites for the next 6 months. Get all the benefits included with a digital subscription for just $1. That's like I guess you can't really get a coffee for $1, can you? If you go in a Starbucks or something, you can go to a typical gas station, maybe get a very small cup of coffee for $1. Get that or a digital subscription. Come on, 6 months. Includes full access on your desktop, tablet, mobile devices every day. Learn more details and sign up for that digital subscription. postcrescent.com/subscribe. You ladies Packers fans? You
Oh,
are?
yeah.
Really? Emily?
I'd say.
Would you say big Packer fans?
I'd say like
Kind of. Emily's a big Packer.
Middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack. Okay, well, here we go. Well, we have a Packer show. I can't stand it. I'm a Bears fan, so I got to do it because it's in the contract. But, hey, Clubhouse Live. Brett, who is our co-host? It's one Marquez.
There you go.
Valdez, Scanley. MVS, let me tell you something. I'm not a Packer fan, but he's a pretty cool guy. He's very, very funny. But, yeah, every Monday, 6:30 p.m. Now, we have been doing it virtually for the last couple of weeks because of the COVID ramp-up, which is why we're all wearing masks. But typically, it's at the Clubhouse Sports Grill inside the Radisson Paper Valley Hotel every Monday, 6:30 p.m. Once we hopefully have that show back there again, you can come visit us. It's free. That's the best thing, right, Brett? You can win great prizes. You can boo me. You can meet your favorite. Well, not me, but you can see your favorite Packers. Because we've had, Aaron Rodgers on the show, Devontae Adams. Name some other guys. I don't know.
They've pretty much all been on.
They've pretty much all been on. Everyone loves coming on the show every Monday, 6:30 p.m. Live stream, here we go. We got to promo this. Because this Friday, you ladies are competing against Hortonville in what we consider the biggest game of the year. Number 1, number 2 at Appleton East High School. It's going to be a big one. We're going to be there live streaming that game. What'd you say, Brett, 6:45 or 7:15 p.m.?
7:15-ish.
Yeah. So we go on right after the JV game gets done. So please tune into that. We're all going to be hyped. We're really, really excited to be there. It's going to be a big game. You don't want to miss this, so you can watch it. Maybe if you don't feel like getting out in the cold and heading over to East, well, tune in 7:15 p.m.-ish on postcrescent.com or the YouTube channel, right,
Yep,
Brett?
exactly.
There we go. So check it out. Twitter account. You ladies have Twitter accounts. You want to give your Twitter handles out, Emily?
I don't know mine offhand.
Okay, you don't know. How about
I think it's just at Lily Hansford.
Okay. Well, I'm at PC Ricardo. Brett's at PC Brett C. Rosie's at Metal Rosie. I love Twitter. It's the best social for me, anyway, social media aspects. I'm always on it. Give me a follow if you can. Last thing, ladies, shout outs. Remember who you're sending some love to, and don't forget about anybody because you'll hear it from them, let me tell you. And Emily, don't feel threatened or pressured because Coach Lachapelle is here, your dad. But we're going right into the second half of the show. Brett, do you have something from online?
Yeah, I
We
got
can
a
start
couple
with there.
more. Can we do that?
Sure, go ahead.
Patriots fan again. I'm not familiar with this your schedule per se, but what was the experience like for you guys when you played in Minnesota earlier this
Yes.
season? Did you take a trip out there, and did you learn anything about your team through that tournament? So that's good question.
The big tournament that was happening out there, played a couple of great teams. What was that like? Let's start with Emily and go to Lily on that.
In my opinion, it was a different style of play. I'm going to highlight Hopkins first. Super athletic team, and I'm really thankful we did play them because we learned a lot from that game. and just again like our potential, what we can play at. And then with Becker, just like the aggressiveness and the in-your-face pressure that they bring, and it's kind of something that we can add to our game as well to do to other teams. But yeah, overall it was a great experience, and it was really cool just to spend time with the girls too and all the parents as well.
Yeah, exactly. I want to, and obviously if you could add into that too, Lily, but also, road trips are always fun too. So what your thoughts on that?
Yeah, from the road trip side, just I don't know. We were in the van, so but I don't know. Just like spending time with our teammates. I mean, those are like 5-hour drives.
Yep.
Just spending time, and then in the hotel. I don't know. It was just a really fun time to just be around everyone. So.
Did any teammates get annoying during that trip? That's a long time to be in a little canister on the road, right?
No, it was all right.
Oh wow, that's what you want to hear, right, Coach? Great chemistry. That's right. Top-ranked Appleton East. They just avoided that gotcha question right there. Very smart, Lily. I like the way you did that. Brett, did you have something else?
I do, but I'm just curious. Does Minnesota have a shot clock? Or is
No, they didn't.
Okay, I
Oh,
thought for
okay.
some reason they
Yeah,
did, so I was
that's a good
curious
question,
if there
though.
was a
Right.
difference there. But Jim Viato back. Question for Emily. Can you talk about the differences and similarities between Joe LaChapelle, the coach, and Joe LaChapelle, the dad? There we go.
Boy. Oh boy. I like this question. Yeah, go ahead, Emily.
I would say, I don't know, the level of competitiveness is kind of the same. But I feel like I don't know, there are a lot of similarities. But I don't know, I'd say he's loving both as a dad and as a coach, not just to me, but to all the girls. And he kind of treats them as, he has 15 daughters. So I think that's really cool with him. But I don't know, big goofball in practice too, but I don't know, he's really, disciplined too, but.
Can the younger Joey deadlift as much as the dad? That's
There
what
we
I
go.
want to know.
Yes.
I don't know, does he have straps?
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
Maybe with straps he can.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. By the way, if you don't know Coach LaChapelle, this Iron Man over here.
buffed.
I'm telling you, he's very buff. He lifts a lot of plates.
He's chiseled.
He's chiseled. Yes,
Yes.
he's an Adonis over here. Brett, I have a question that I want to ask because this is like one of my favorite questions to ask. I know Emily was talking about it before we went live. Rituals and superstitions. What do you ladies do before the game in terms of like listening to Bieber or whoever you're listening to? I don't know who's the current artist now. But what do we got, Emily? You have to put your socks on a certain way. What's going on?
I wear Superman pajama pants
Okay.
on game day. Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't
Now,
missed
when did
one.
that start? You got to give us a little background story on that.
It started this season. I was with one of my friends thrifting, and I found the Superman pants and couldn't pass them up. So,
Wait. They're not pajamas. They're actual pants?
like pajama pants.
Oh, okay. All right. I
Yeah.
thought you meant the actual tights. No. Okay. I wasn't sure. You said
Don't give me any
Superman-
ideas.
No.
Don't give me any
Yeah,
ideas.
exactly. All right. Good stuff. Anything else that you do, or is that the main one this year?
That's the main one, but then I always eat the same thing before a game.
And you got to tell me. I like to eat.
Turkey wrap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Turkey wrap. All right.
Pretty basic.
Lily, your turn. Anything that you do specific before every game?
Mine would probably be listening to country music.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who's your artist? Who are you listening to the most?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, now I put her on the spot.
I don't know. It's kind of like a mix, I
Okay.
guess. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you guys have anything team-wise that you ladies do before the game starts?
Oh yeah, we do RPR.
Yeah.
It's I forget what it stands for. Respiratory Performance Reset.
Wow. Okay.
And then we just kind of do the same routine before a game,
Okay.
Yeah.
like stretching.
Okay. Very cool. Brett, do you have something from online?
Patriots fan again, pretty direct here. Why Marquette? Why Oregon State?
Great stuff. That was a question for me later, but we can do that right now. Let's start with Lily. Oregon State. Way out there on the West Coast. Beautiful, beautiful area. Why was that the perfect fit for you?
I chose Oregon State because of my relationship with their coaching staff. I just really believe in everything that they stand for and represent. Coach Ruick has done an amazing job building such a family-oriented culture that it was hard to not want to be a part of that.
Okay.
And then also, Oregon State has also had a lot of success over the years, and to be able to be
Yep.
a part of that success and add to that success is a huge honor, and I'm super excited.
Did you have an early thought on a major? I know it's way early, but I'm just asking.
I don't know. I'm thinking I want to do something in sports. I don't know exactly what, but
Okay. Great stuff. And for Emily, for you, for Marquette, why was that the perfect fit for you?
I've been talking to their head coach for years now, and I just really fell in love with her vision as a basketball player and as a young woman. And that's something that I wanted to be a part of. And I just really believe in the opportunity that lies within their program, and I want to be a part of that. And I can see myself becoming a better person out of it. And yeah.
Okay. And being close to home, did that factor into it as well, or?
It just kind of happened.
Okay.
But yeah, it is nice to still have people from my hometown be able to come to games.
Okay. And same thing I asked Lily. Do you have an early thought about what you want to do?
I'm stuck between two fields right now, so nothing really set
Okay.
in stone. But
Okay. All right. Great stuff. Brett, did you have something from online? Again, we're hanging out here. Lily Hansford, Emily LaChapelle here from Appleton East Girls Basketball talking about their great season and that big game that's coming up on Friday that we are live streaming. Hortonville at Appleton East, 7:15 p.m.-ish on postcrescent.com, or look for it on the YouTube channel, USA Today Network, Wisconsin. Hey, let's talk about Coach Lachapelle. What can you tell me about him? Now, before we went on, I'm like, don't be just giving me, oh, he likes cookies. No, I don't want to know about that. Everyone likes cookies. What can you tell me stuff that maybe people might not know about Coach Lachapelle? You know, we're going to start with his daughter right here. Emily, go ahead.
I would say he's one of the better TikTok dancers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
that you've seen. Yeah, we made quite a few in airports and
Well,
to pass some time. So
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm not on TikTok. I probably should be, but just to follow the kids. But that's a great one. That's a good one. Woo, Lily, what else can you tell me? Come on,
Ooh,
give
that's
me
gonna
some
be
more.
hard to back up.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Did Emily kind of steal your thunder? I mean, she would know though, being his daughter.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay.
But I
All right,
don't
that's fine. That TikTok one was the best one we've had in a long time.
We should have him demonstrate.
Well, I was gonna say maybe we should.
Cameras
but he's
are
drinking his
rolling.
coffee. He just did the deadlifts. You know, let's not put too much strain on that young body, right? Let's say right. Brett, you have something?
Yeah,
from
actually,
online?
one just came in from I've Got Game. I don't know who that is, but they're putting them on the spot again. Prediction for Friday night. Here we go.
No, that's not from me. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's from online now. All right, but prediction for the game. Let's start with Lily and go to Emma.
I kind of like what we said earlier. I just feel like it's gonna be a game of runs. So it's just about responding to those runs, I guess.
Okay, Emily.
yeah, I agree. You just gotta know what kind of type of game you're gonna get into. Just have 100% confidence in your team and in yourself.
Okay, all right, great stuff. By the way, I'm also doing a story on this, on the big game, coming up for my column. That also includes area ranking, so please check that out. That'll be up tomorrow sometime online on postcrescent.com. My next question, and then we'll kind of see anything else you have from online. Advice for younger athletes, because they see you as role models. I'm sure the younger girls playing through the system. We'll start here with Lily on that. Anything you would tell like the young girls who maybe let's say middle school level, what would you tell them about what they need to do to play at that varsity level?
Yeah, I would say my biggest piece of advice I could give a younger player would just be to focus and work on the little things. It's never too late to ball handle. It's never too late to work on your shot, anything like that. Because I don't know, you never know how tall you're gonna be. You never know any of those things. But if you could dribble, you could shoot, and you can do a lot of things.
Okay, okay, great stuff. Emily?
I would say just keep your love for the game. Make that number one. Another thing is always make sure you're being a great teammate. If someone falls on the floor, you're right there to pick them up. You're giving high fives. You're giving positive and constructive criticism to your teammates. But yeah, just work hard. Yeah, that's about
All right,
it.
no, that's great stuff. Brett, you have something from online?
Yeah, one came in. Interesting question from FVA fan again. Thoughts on some of the younger talent we're seeing in the FVA?
Yes.
I guess Allie Isabel comes to mind from Nina. And
they know this. They've lived it. So
Right.
they were both young talent. I mean, relatively speaking, of course. We're talking sophomores, freshmen. You ladies were coming up as the young phenoms. Now you're kind of seeing it through senior eyes. Is that a pretty cool experience to go through, seeing how, again, we talk about the conference and how many great players there are here.
Yeah, it's really cool to see younger players take on those leadership roles on varsity, and just all respect to them because it takes a ton of time, effort, a lot of sacrifice to get to that position. So yeah,
Okay.
props to them.
All right. How about for you, Lily?
Yeah, I would say it's really cool to almost see the FEA kind of reload,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, just seeing the younger talent, seeing how much work they've put in, is really cool.
Okay. Great question from online. Hey, listen, it's time for shout-outs, and I have one final one. So that's what we're going to do. You're going to send some love out to people who got you where you are today. Please don't forget anyone. I always start farthest to my left, so it's going to start with you, Lily, and then Emily's going to go. So send some love out to people. Which camera are they looking at, Rosie? Okay.
Lily's looking at first
Yeah.
one.
Lily's looking at the first one?
Straight ahead.
And okay, that one right there.
Emily's
So,
straight ahead. Yeah.
okay. All right, Lily, go ahead.
Shout out to my teammates, my family, coaches, any trainers that I've worked out with. I don't know, thank you for everything that you've done for me.
Okay, great stuff. She's very safe. You know, making sure she got the whole thing in there. All right, how about for you, Emily? Go ahead.
All right, first of all, my mom, dad, my brother and my sister, my grandma and my aunts who text me after every game and always watch my live streams, my teammates and my coaching staff, the Borelski family, and all of the students and parents who come out to our games.
Oh, great stuff. Very good. Very complete. Okay, here's my final question. Look, I'm going to be at the Rush Center, okay? I'm covering a lot of the area, the Gannett teams that go up to Wausau, out to Sheboygan, down to Oshkosh, finally like Green Bay. I'm going to be covering our Gannett teams in the coverage area, so I will be there. But will I see you ladies there? That's what I'm asking. Am I going to have the honor of covering you at the state tournament level? We'll start with Lily.
I mean, that's the goal for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, very good. You don't have to say too much. Just give me an answer. Emily.
All I got to say is stay tuned.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great stuff. Again, thank you again for Lily Hansford and Emily LaChapelle for being on the big show. Appleton East girls basketball team, #1 ranked, going against #2 ranked Hortonville this Friday, 7:15 p.m.ish at Appleton East. Check it out live on our live stream, postcrescent.com, or check it out on YouTube as well. Just look for USA Today Network Wisconsin. Again, for Lily, for Emily, and Coach LaChapelle, who's here too, off camera. For Brett Christopherson, Jim Rosandick holding it down on the production. And thank you so much for tuning in. Again, next week we'll have, I'm guessing, another basketball team, but be sure to find out. Look on our Varsity Roundtable page on Facebook if you can do that. So until next Wednesday, everyone have a great week, and we'll see you back here again next Wednesday for another episode of the Varsity Roundtable.